welcome to another edition of Inside the Vinyl. I'm your host, Tim Bianconi. If you would go ahead and like, comment, share, and subscribe to my channel below, that would be greatly appreciated. If you could also hit that notification bell so you can be notified when we put out new content, that would be appreciated also. So I got something in the mail today that I'm pretty excited about. It is a 3 CD set that I've been waiting for a couple of months for. So today we're gonna go inside a CD. We're not gonna go inside a vinyl. However, for all you nerds out there that are gonna give me grief that the show's called Inside the Vinyl and we talked about CDs, here's a few records for you. And these feature the artists that we're gonna talk about today. So hey, look, Head East, Flat as a Pancake. Head East, A Different Kind of Crazy. Hey, Petra, Beyond Belief. Petra, Unseen Power, and Petra, Wake Up Call. Now I showed you all those records as a way to introduce the gentleman who's featured on the CD set that we have today, and that would be lead singer of Petra and former lead singer of Head East, John Schlitt. And this is his 3 CD set called History that features songs from his solo career. Now, I've been a fan of Petra for a long time. I got into him in the late 80s. And because of Petra, I also found out about the band Head East. So, you know, I got into that band as well. And I think this guy is one of the greatest singers, Christian, secular, whatever you want to call it, of all time. Just has one of the greatest voices and still has one of the greatest voices out there. And I've really dug his first few solo albums. I've dug all his solo albums, but the first 2 were the ones I like the most. But this is a new release from Girder Records, the same people responsible for these Petra reissues. If you want to see an unboxing of these, I have a video on my channel, so check that out. But this time it is a CD, and again, it is called History. So there it is in the cellophane. Let's see, 3 CD set, and from what I've seen online, because Girder did their own unboxing, there's a lot of stuff packed into this skinny little package here. So let's dig right in. Again, front cover, back cover with the track listing. All right. All right, no hype stick or anything like that to really concern myself with. So we'll just get this cellophane off. All right, and if it's like everything else from Girder, this is going to be nicely remastered. The packaging is great, as usual from them. So again, here is John Schlitt's History with the front cover without the cellophane, back cover with the track listing. All right, so let's see what we have here. All right, I think this is just this is a slip case. Yeah, slip case, so we're gonna slide it out. Now on the inside, we get a cover with the picture of the man himself. And again, on the back with the track listing and everything else. So this features songs, I know from at least, I don't know if it's got anything from the Christmas album, but I know it's got stuff from his five other solo records. I know it's got a tune or 2 from the Union of Saints and Sinners records, and it might have stuff from that II Guys From Petra album that him and Bob Hartman did. I'm not entirely sure, but let's go ahead and open it up anyway. All right, so again, front cover, and this is the CD version of a gatefold. So there we open it up. And we see, let's see, a message from John Schlitt, as well as a picture of him over on the side here. And then if we keep opening, a double gatefold, we get more pictures of John, as well as the CD sleeves and what I assume is the booklet. So let's see here. All right, so if we pull out, here's disc 1. Very nice. And again, this packaging is immaculate. Girder does an amazing job with their reissues. Check out anything, whether it's Petra, John Schlitt, Bride, DeGarmo and Key, Leviticus, you know, or anybody else that you can think of. They've done an amazing job with a lot of these repackagings and remasterings and reissues, whether it's CD or vinyl, and I have a lot of each. So, you know, and CD3, you know, looks exactly the same as the first 2, which is cool. So we're gonna go ahead and go over to the last side over here and pull out the booklet. Ooh. Oh yeah, and as they usually do with Girder reissues, you do get a baseball card type card for, you know, whatever band, you know, whose CD or whatever that you're buying. Of course, in this case, it's John Schlitt. So there's John Schlitt on the front, and then some information about him on the back. So very cool, little collector's cards. And here is the booklet. Let's see, looks like, let's see, songs created by John Schlitt, executive producer Greg Hayes, who I think is the one that does all the reissues for Girder, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah. So, you know, if you go inside, you know, the history of John Schlitt, you get his life story from his days in Head East to his struggles with substance abuse. And then, of course, you know, him becoming a born-again Christian and eventually joining Petra, which is where I discovered him. So, yeah, if we keep turning, oh, yeah, cool. And there you go. You get a whole page that looks like it's mostly dedicated to Head East. It's got some other stuff on there from his solo records and all that, but a lot of Head East stuff on there. So a lot of Head East pictures. So, good on you A&M Records for, licensing that stuff, or whoever's responsible for it now. If you keep turning the pages, now you get some, some Petra information and some other stuff in another collage here. We're just gonna keep moving. And then of course a collage of a lot of his solo stuff. So yeah, that's really cool. And then of course liner notes and everything else on the last page here. So very, very neat. Very nice set. Very well put together as usual from Girder. And I'm pretty excited about the track listing on here because I kind of feel like his solo career got overshadowed, because he was in one of the biggest Christian bands in the world at the time, and still are in my eyes. But those first two solo records were very near and dear to me. Shake and Unfit for Swine. Now I'll admit, not that I'm familiar with the Greater Cause and Go and those albums and the Grafting, but not as familiar as I am with those first two records, albums, whatever. So hopefully this will be a reintroduction for the more recent John Schlitt solo stuff, because I'm extremely familiar with Shake and Unfit for Swine. And there's a lot of tunes from both of those albums on here, so check that out. And there's also, it looks like, I see Beyond Belief, so I'm assuming that's from the Union of Saints and Sinners, which are also very, very good and have been issued by Girder Records, so check those out. So yeah, I'm excited to go pop this in my CD player and give it a listen and see how good these sound. And just see, it starts with Wake the Dead, which is the first song off Shake. And for those that know the song, it really rips in with a pretty killer guitar riff. So I'm anxious to hear how that sounds on this new remastering. So I'm gonna go check that out now. So anyway, you can order this from Girder Records. I imagine it might be available on Amazon or something at some point in time. It's not available on any digital formats that I'm aware of, maybe Spotify or something, but it's not on Apple or anything like that. So if you want a digital copy of this, you'll have to buy the CD and then rip it to your computer, which I'm gonna do that as well. So anyway, that's all I've got for you this time. Like, comment, share, and subscribe to my channel. Hit that notification bell so you can be notified when we put out new content. I've got the rest of my Inside the Vinyl series, or my unboxing series, I should say, where we unbox records. Sometimes we unbox CDs, depending on what's coming out. We unbox box sets, reissues, new albums, whatever's coming out that I feel like unboxing. I've got the rest of my Inside the Vinyl series where we discuss live albums as well as lost classics. I've got some concert footage from some concerts and festivals over the last 5 or 6 years. And for those interested in disc golf, I have some very mediocre disc golf coverage starring some very mediocre players, myself included. So, in case you're, I'm in school as a communications major, and I've done 2 very short documentary films. One's more of an interview and one's a piece on my recent house fire that took our home. So check those out if you want. They're pretty good. I got good grades on them. So, check them out. Tell me what you think. Anyway, like, comment, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Peace out. I did that backwards.